It's the WTIM morning show. I'm Avery Cooper, your host. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark. People's Bank and Trust. They put people first. You can find those streams online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com on the Facebook page. You can watch it live or watch it later, or on YouTube at WTIM TV. Same deal there. Well, it's spring, and I have the Pana Spring Market on the phone. And that includes co-chair Ashley Christian. Great to have you here, Ashley.
Thanks, Avery.
I'm really excited to hear what you have to offer at the Pana Spring Market. This is the second year of the Pana Spring Market, as I understand. What are you looking forward to?
We are looking forward to hosting 42 vendors. This will be the second year we've had this. As you mentioned, we actually had 40 vendors at our holiday market before Christmas. And so we're back ready for warm weather and ready to help everyone start celebrating Easter.
All right, let's break it down a little bit. What kind of vendors are we going to expect at the Pana Market?
Oh my, we have everything from home decor to soaps to candles to homemade items to some of your favorite vendors such as Plunder, Mary Kay, all that stuff, but as well as homemade items and at-home businesses.
Any names that maybe people would recognize that you'd like to shout
out? We have Hebert Farms coming from Assumption. They're always a great turnout and have a great following. I myself will be there with my business, Lucy Lynn Creations. We have quite a few. Let's see, I'll pull up our list just to give you a better idea as well. Let's see here. We'll also have Nesty's Food Truck. And who doesn't love some Nesty's?
Good burgers.
Oh, yes. And they have actually breakfast and lunch specials both that day. So we're excited to have them. Let's see. Behind the Barn Door Creations, Splinters and Sawdust, Sedora Cray Company, Out Yonder Boutique, Homemade Keychains, Michelle's Minis and more. She has some amazing fudge. If you have not tried it, it is to die for. Some Red Aspen, some Cincy, baby cake bites, also amazing. Yeah, so we've just got a great variety of a lot of vendors, 42.
And that's coming up this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. So Saturday at Pana High School in the gymnasium from 9 to 1 p.m. It's kind of worked out really well because as we are wrapping up at 1, the Easter egg hunt in Pana begins at the park at 1 p.m.
Okay, so you won't miss that either. You'll get to go there starting earlier in the morning as far as the Pana Market, and then you can take those kiddos over to the Easter egg hunt.
Exactly. So it's worked out really, really well.
Sounds like a great time. When you plan this spring market, I want to know kind of what the organizers and chairs of the Pana Spring Market were hoping to accomplish. What was the goal of the Pana Spring Market other than just connecting with the community, which is very important, I must say.
It is. So originally, Sarah Schmidt and myself, she's my other co-chair, we approached Pana Pride with an idea last year. We were missing vendor shows, after COVID that, we kind of took a hit as home businesses and small businesses. So we were looking to kind of get back into that. And what was missed was the Pana Hospital had their bazaar every year. And so we were looking to kind of hopefully fill that void. So we approached Pana Pride and they agreed to assist us and, let us be a part of their organization as well. And we were just looking to fill that area, kind of give vendors an opportunity to set up and connect with the community, but also have a good donating project, I guess, each time. This spring, we're donating to Pana Pool for improvements. Pana Pride has previously raised funds, and we're hoping to raise a little bit more towards that and then make a huge donation to Pana Pool.
Remind me what Pana Pride is.
Yeah, Pana Pride is an organization looking to better the community and hopefully inspire pride in Pana.
What are the kind of things that Pana Pride organizes? Obviously, the spring market is part of that, if I understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what other kind of events does Pana Pride organize?
So they actually did Christmas in the park, or December to Remember is what we have coined it as. They are responsible for getting all those big, huge, bright light displays in Kitchell Park. So if you saw those this past holiday, Pana Pride was responsible for that with the amazing donations from all the community.
You mentioned how you're hoping to make a pretty sizable donation to the
Yeah.
Pana pool for
Yeah.
improvements. When, as far as you know, as far as I know, you're not directly on the Pana pool board. You might be. Are you?
I am not
Okay,
actually.
but as far as you know, what's the state of the painted pool right now? Are we looking like we need upgrades direly, or are we kind of? I guess if you compare it to the Taylorville pool situation, how would that? If
I would
you kind of
say
say, go
they
ahead.
are probably. I would say they're probably comparable. I know that the idea for the improvements, we're looking to make electrical updates, and there is a big need for some shade areas. Unfortunately, there's just not any shade in the pool. We've got a lot of direct sunlight, and with parents, if you got little ones out there, you need a place to kind of cool off
Right.
during the summer when that's kind of beaten down. So they're looking to upgrade some stuff, and a few other miscellaneous items. I know there's some paint that needs to be purchased, and I know that the city has also received some grants. I think some monies are being put towards that as well. Paint Pride is just hoping to elevate that a little bit, I think.
How much are you hoping to donate if you could put a number on a goal?
We are hoping to donate at least 1,000. We are within that realm, just from Pana Market. So we will also actually have some plants and herbs for sale that day, and all the money that is raised from purchases, those will be donated as well.
I know in Taylorville, the pool is very important to the community, especially those who maybe can't afford to purchase their own pool. What is the significance of the pool in Pana?
Well, I think it draws people to Pana. I mean, there's other communities around us who do not have access to a pool. So, I mean, Nokomis does not have a public pool, and Ramsey does not have a public pool. Tower Hill does not have a public pool. So, we have lots of communities around us who I think depend on Pana's pool for upkeep and all of that things that they want to visit during the summer for, a place to cool off, something to do with the kids.
You may probably already have mentioned this, but what time Saturday does the Pana Market start?
Yeah, it's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
That's right. It starts at 9 a.m. All right. And well, maybe just before we head into a timeout, provide your overall elevator pitch to come on out to the Pana Market.
Yeah, so please come and see us with 42 vendors. I mean, you're bound to find something you like. Nesty's food truck will also be there with breakfast and lunch specials. So come out and see us from 9 to 1.
All right. That's Ashley Christian. She is a co-chair of the Pana Market, which, by the way, 9 a.m. this Saturday at the Pana High School Gymnasium. Don't miss it. Should be a lot of fun. As she mentioned, over 40 vendors. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark, and people's bank and trust. They put people first. Find the streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, Facebook, or on YouTube at WTIM TV.
WTIM. Your information station. WTIM.
It's a WTIM morning show. I'm Avery Cooper, your host. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. You'll always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. Pana Market is 9 a.m. Saturday, April 1st. The Pana Spring Market, because it's spring and let's celebrate by getting outside a little bit. Talking about it, I have co-chair Ashley Christian, and it's great to have you here, Ashley. By the way, I was thinking about it, and you know, the weather could be a little bit up in the air, but it's very nice because it's in the Pana High School gymnasium. You don't have to worry about it raining on your parade, right, Ashley?
That is so very right. And we aren't fooling because, you know, it is April 1st. It's going to be April Fool's
That's
Day.
right.
There will be some ridiculously good deals. We have lots of vendors who will have Easter basket stuffers. So if you have not finished shopping for those Easter baskets for the kids, it would be a perfect opportunity. Ginger Hummingbird Cakery is going to have some cute dunkers. If anybody remembers the dunkers from the 90s, how fun those were, the cookie dunkers. She's got some for $4 and they're homemade. I've also got some Easter egg cookie decorating kits that'll be there, paint kits, lots of last minute Easter basket stuffers.
I have a question for you. Just that has kind of nothing to do with the Pana Market, but when we're talking Easter bunnies, chocolate Easter bunnies, right? Do you prefer the solid or the hollow?
Ooh, I'm a solid girl.
Okay, I prefer the hollow, but to each their own. I definitely see the appeal of the solid chocolate bunny. It's a lot of chocolate.
More
in that.
Bang for your buck. Bang for your buck.
Bingo. Before we went to break, Ashley, we talked a little bit about how there's going to be lots of plants available. I wanted to know who provides those plants.
Yes. So Nokomis Gift and Garden, obviously in Nokomis, Illinois, has worked with us and helped us purchase some plants and herbs. So we're going to have a variety of plants and herbs for sale. We'll also have some hardy mums. They've got these very neat mums. They'll both bloom in spring and fall and will only be $8 and available for purchase. And other plants and herbs we've even got, you know, hens and chicks, some lavender, some other garden fillers because it's spring and who isn't thinking about gardening. And those will only be $5.50 a piece.
Oh, that's fantastic. Anything else that you'd like to include about the plants before we move on?
So any of the money that we make from plant purchases, all those are going to our large donation fund. So if you would like to support Pana Pool and Pana Pride's mission, but also get some awesome herbs for your garden, would be a great way to help out.
Good to hear. And let's see. Oh, one other thing I wanted to ask you about. I think maybe at this point it might be a little too late for new volunteers, but I don't see why you would say no if somebody wanted to volunteer for this weekend.
If you would like to volunteer, please show up at Pana High School at 7 a.m. We have all these 42 vendors, and they appreciate any help getting inside the building. So the quicker, their stuff is inside the building, that gives them even more time to set up. So if anybody would like to help at 7 a.m., got some muscle they want to volunteer, they're more than welcome to do that. We will also have, other opportunities throughout the market from 9 to 1. We've got our raffle table with some raffle baskets that we're going to have. If anybody would like to come out and assist, we will gladly take you.
Should they let you know before or just show up at 7 in the morning?
They could just show up at 7 in the morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Perfect. And so lots of different things you can do while you're volunteering. Also, you could do a little shopping. I mean, why not? You're there already.
Yeah.
And also something else that you, on your Pana Market Facebook page, made an announcement earlier this month about some scams happening. I know it's only a couple of days before, so we don't need to worry too much about it. But tell me a little bit about how people tried to use the Pana Spring Market for scamming purposes. That doesn't seem like it would have. It's something that would happen very often when it comes to a spring market, but it did.
No. So actually, I had been made aware on other vendor pages on Facebook that, hey, there's been some scams going around, and you always think, oh, it won't happen to me. It won't happen to us, right? We actually had a few scammers comment on our event page trying to get vendors to call them, send them money, send us your vendor fee at this blah, 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 blah number. So please be aware of that. Please be aware that, who your co-chairs are. Sarah and myself have tried to make that known that we are the only people who should be taking money. And if you have any questions, any doubts, please message us or our Pana Market.
You still there, Ashley? I think we might have lost Ashley. That's okay. We were about to wrap up here anyway. I'm going to wait for a moment to see if I can reconnect with her. Ashley, if at any point you can hear me, just go ahead and say, hey, it's Ashley. I'm back. Otherwise, we can just kind of vamp and I can tell you a little bit about the Pana Market coming up Saturday, April 1st. And yes, we have dropped Ashley. We lost her. That's okay. I will talk to her here. Maybe I'll get her back here in just a second, possibly. Anyway, 1 o'clock until 1 o'clock Saturday, April 1st, starting at 9 in the morning. Go to the Pana Market. A lot of fun. 42 vendors. Nestie's Burger Joint. The food truck will be there. You can't miss it. Also, you could volunteer starting at 7 in the morning. If that's a little too early for you, then there's other volunteer opportunities as well at about 9, from 9 to 1, including a raffle. So I want to thank Ashley Christian so much for coming on to the WTIM morning show. She's the co-chair for the Pana Spring Market. We were just about finished anyway, Ashley, so don't worry too much. And if you want more information, go to Facebook and then search second semi-annual Pana Market. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you'll always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. One more time, 9 in the morning, Saturday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, but it's not an April Fool's joke, at the Pana High School Gymnasium. Rain can't spoil this parade. Back in just a little bit, your top of the hour national news headlines coming up next right here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM.